Sparks that I don't remember. Hold and let it shine. Fixing stars to fade away. Fixing stars to fade away. Fixing stars to fade away.
Shalom, dear friends of Kabbalah International. We are once again with our friend Mario Saban.
Shalom.
Shalom, Mario. Today we have an exciting topic that I know many people will be interested in. We are going to talk about angels and archangels. Entities that are part of the Jewish tradition and have been present in various passages of the Torah, interacting with everyone. What can you tell us about angels? These celestial beings play significant roles in Jewish mysticism, often serving as messengers and intermediaries between God and humans.
Look, first of all, we have to make an important clarification. That angels in Hebrew, the term angel in Hebrew is malakim, from malach.
Yes,
But also that there is no term archangels, because they are dolei malachim, the great angels. That is to say, archangel,
It's
the
true.
word archangel does not exist in the biblical text. The great angel would exist. Instead of the angel, here in the Kabbalah, the first thing we have to say, let's forget about the wings of the plump angels in sculptures or paintings that one can see in the Vatican or elsewhere, because this is not what we are talking about. The subject of angels is a very serious subject because it has to do with energies. When an energy is positioned to heal, we call it Raphael. It's an energy of God healing. For example, if we talk about the Archangel Raphael, we are saying that he comes from a refuah. He is a refuah, God healing. Therefore, there is no angel in subjectivity. There is no angel subject. There is an energy, which is an energy of God that moves. That is why the he of the angels refers to God. It is the various functions of the divine matrix that manifest. So the first thing to do is forget that there are angels in their subjectivity. They are not the subject angels. They are displacements of energy from the functions that God is going to have. So if God wants to set a limit, he is going to be Shaddai or Gabriel, because he will have Gevurah. So the first thing to explain is, when we talk about angels or archangels, we are talking about divine forces displaced and revealed in this universe. We are not talking about subjective entities. We are talking about energetic displacements of the matrix. Therefore, angels and archangels are energies. How are they situated? What universe are they situated in? Well, Bariah's universe is the universe of the archangels, of the energies of the major forces. For example, the best known is Metatron, who is very much associated with the god of Merkava. He is a type of energy in Keter of the Bariah's universe, or Raziel is a type of energy, the secrets of God, in Chikma of the universe of Bariah. So, the 10 archangels correspond to the 10 Sephirot of Bariah's universe. Where are the angels? The angels are found in the universe of Yetzirah. In the universe of Yetzirah, we have the 72 angels of God, for example, which is the multiplication of 6 Sephirots into the 6 Sephirots below. That is, the 72 is 12 multiplied by 6. And this means that we are already analyzing each divine energy in the context in which it moves and with the intention it carries. Therefore, the 72 names of God, which come from a slightly more complex structure consisting of 3 verses from the book of Exodus. These 72 angels show functions of divinity in the universe of Yetzirah. So, of course, if we talk about the Yetzirah universe, which is our psychic universe, Our relationship is with the 72 angels. If we speak in cosmogonic terms, our relationship is with the archangels, with those energies within the universe of Beriah. So what type of energies does one relate to? It is the type of archangel that one is relating to. Notice, beyond the fact that in the Catholic Church they have made sculptures of the angels, that basically you can't. But there we would have another debate. Idolatry, what is it? Images of God or images? Because if the energies of the angels are derived from the divine matrix and is God in action, any type of representation of angel is idolatry, because we would be a divine function in sculpture, and that is not possible. Therefore, where is the question? The question is that we are related to energies. The type of energy we are going to relate to is the name we are going to give to that type of energy. If I relate to the type of energy of electricity, I know that the field is electric that I am in. So, with respect to a given type of energy, I have, we could say, a certain type of angel. So, the angel, what is it? It's the conceptual definition of a type of divine energy operating within a context.
In that aspect of God, that divine energy operating within a context, in what way could we come to identify that interaction with us, and how might it shape our spiritual understanding and growth?
Let's see. What we have within us is a structure of 10 dimensions that can be found and in fact is generally unbalanced. When we are interacting with an energy, let's call it angelic, we are asking for energetic rebalancing. So, when we need an energy, it is like when someone goes to the doctor, then they make you analysis and the analysis shows that you lack potassium. So, you go to eat a banana not because you like bananas, but because you lack potassium. Or in fact, you can go to the pharmacy to buy potassium. Potassium is a mineral that is a type of energy that we need. So that potassium, since we need it, we are going to look for it. Now, you don't eat bananas or plantains because you like it, perhaps. What you eat it is because of the need of this type of energy. So look at what we do with food. With food, we are looking for a type of energy, the energy that we are lacking. We search in nature for elements of energies that we are lacking. Therefore, when we are somehow invoking the angels, we are invoking that these energies to join us because we need them for our balance. So, it is not that we are invoking subjective forces that I am going to call an angel and it is going to look like a subject to me. No, I'm invoking and I'm saying I need potassium. I need calcium. So, if I'm invoking Raphael, I'm saying I need God to heal me. So you are calling that energy in some way so that it can enter you in some way and that you can use this type of energy. Angels are divine energies at our disposal, that we use them for our correction, just as we do with energies in the field of matter.
I think it's interesting that we can talk about the difference between the human soul and the angelic nature regarding the issue of free will. What can you say about this, and how does it influence our understanding of spiritual autonomy and divine purpose?
The human being has the illusion of free will, the angel does not. The angelic force, we return to Raphael. God heals. In the case of Raphael, God is healing. So, we say that this energy that is healing cannot say now stop healing. Because it's an energy that is predestined to heal. That is to say, electricity cannot say, I don't want to use electricity anymore. Why? Because I have free will and I don't want to use more electricity. No. You are born electricity, you die electricity. Electricity cannot decide to change its nature. It cannot be another energy. It can't be another kind of energy. So I cannot wake up in the morning and say I am a mosquito. Yes, I can say I'm a mosquito, but in fact I won't be a mosquito. Even the mosquito, I will not be a human being. So nature predetermines us. In what we are going to do in the context of nature. So, nature predetermines the elephant. It predetermines the mosquito. It predetermines me. It predetermines the bee. And none of us can say, I can be another species. You cannot say it because the structure of our nature is this. Therefore, something similar happens to the angels. That is, they are energies that cannot give up what they are. We have free will. We can give up who we are, but in the end, we end up being who we are because we must choose the good. So we have to choose our neshama. So every time we choose something that we are not, then we have the illusion of free will. But to realize that there is no such thing as free will, to realize that we have to choose what we are, every time we choose what we are not, this ratifies us in what we are.
The angels must be called.
That's why, for that reason, there are the angels that help you, the displaced forces of God, so that somehow that energy helps you. So, I want to be happy, so what do I put on? Sad music? No, I put on happy music.
If you are a masochist.
Yes, but this is another problem. This is another imbalance. So what we are going to do is 1. Let's see. I would like to say a general rule, although it has exceptions, because the exceptions validate the general rule. They validate it because one is united with what one is. When one does not unite with what is not validates what I am. In other words, the paths that I choose not to take, those that do not align with my life's purpose, teach me which paths I should take. Therefore, every path I do not take, which does not belong to my neshama, they teach my neshama to focus on the path. So, in reality, all the unbalanced paths, or the paths that I should not take, are teaching me more and more what the path is. Teach me more and more what my path is.
Excellent, Mario. I propose that we do another chapter talking about these entities related to the tree of life.
So be it.
Yes.
God
Thank
willing.
you, Mario.
Cheers.
Shalom.